Hi everybody, this is Allison Larson with Family Foot Reflexology, and today we're going to be talking about the drama triangle. Now, if you're a part of our practitioner program, you should have a link to a file which you can pull up that is a diagram of the drama triangle. If you've stumbled across this video and you aren't part of our practitioner training program, you can get more information about what we do at www.familyfootreflexology.com. So today we're going to talk about the drama triangle. We're going to define what it is. We are going to talk about how to use it in our own lives and then how to be able to use it with our clients and in our practice. The drama triangle is very near and dear to me. It's something that I learned fairly recently, and it has definitely enhanced my life. Just providing an awareness for me of maybe some unhealthy patterns that I have, and hopefully it will do the same for you. So let's start by explaining what the drama triangle is. If you have your diagram pulled up, you'll notice that it's an upside down triangle. It looks like it's in the shape of a V with a line up at the top. And what the drama triangle is, you'll see on the three different points. One point is labeled rescuer, one point is labeled persecutor, and one point is labeled victim. And in our lives, we actually move around this triangle in our unhealthy communication patterns. And let's define each of the different components of the triangle, and then I'll give you an example of how it plays out in life. So let's start with the persecutor. The persecutor is often labeled as the bully or the challenger. And the persecutor is the person that is going to point fingers, that is going to be critical, that's going to put blame on other people. This is all your fault. I can't believe you did this. In a family life, it's going to be the teaser that pokes fun at and kind of ruthlessly or relentlessly teases somebody, right? They're often labeled as bossy or dominating. And again, realizing that we can all play the persecutor at one time or another, but maybe there is a role that we tend to step into or feel more comfortable stepping into in this unhealthy pattern. So start paying attention to what role that may be for you. The victim is the helpless person, the survivor, right? Poor me. Oh, I'm not okay and everybody else is okay. I need help. I can't do things on my own. They need validation. They feel very, very insecure. And then there's the rescuer. The rescuer is the person who just wants to help and fix everything. They are the fixer. They jump in to help people without people even asking for help. They want to save that victim. They often do more than 50% of the work, and when they see somebody in need, even if that person doesn't ask them, they often feel guilty if they don't jump in and help that person when maybe that person doesn't even really want their help. So how does this play out in our life? Well, I'll give you an example. Let's take the homework example. If any of you out there are parents, you have all struggled with homework issues if your children are old enough. So a classic example of the drama triangle in an unhealthy communication pattern is when the child comes home and says, oh, I have a ton of homework, there's no way I can do this all, oh, poor me. And the mother says, well, let's sit down, I'll help you do it. Well, what ends up happening is instead of helping, the mother ends up doing the homework for the child, often doing more than 50% of the work. And the child just, I can't do this, I can't do that. And there's that struggle between, oh, come on, you just got to try. No, I can't. Well, the reason why they're doing that and playing the victim role is they know eventually the mother's going to rescue them and do their homework, right? So why do it? Well, the problem with this is that when you step into rescue, or when the mother steps into rescue, automatically a persecutor is created. And within this situation, sometimes it's the teacher. Unbeknownst to the teacher, suddenly the teacher becomes the bad guy in both the mind of the child and the parent. And the parent validates that by, oh, yes, you do have a lot of homework. I better help you. I better rescue you. And now the teacher becomes the bad guy. Or sometimes we see the father figure become the persecutor. You shouldn't be doing that homework for our child. No wonder they aren't doing well in school. I can't believe you're doing this. Let them do it on their own. And then they become that person that blames or points fingers. This creates a really unhealthy pattern. So how do we step out of it? What would be an example of a healthy pattern in this situation? Well, say the child comes home wanting to play victim. I have so much homework, I'm feeling so overwhelmed. What could the mother say to the child to help empower them rather than enable them? How about this? Hey, I know that you'll come up with a great plan for doing your homework and getting it all done. Let me know how I can support you in that plan. When the child then asks for support, make sure there are clear boundaries set. I'm not going to do your homework for you, but I'd be glad to help you find a quiet environment in which to do your homework. Or maybe helping them find the resources or the different parts of the book where they can find their own answers. At the end of the day, the child's going to feel capable and more confident. And also, there's no persecutor. The teacher's not the bad guy. There's no frustration with that at all. And the other bad thing is that oftentimes when we step into rescuer role, and in this case the mother stepping into rescue role, often in the end the rescuer ends up stepping into victim role because they've helped so much and felt like they've got little in return. So perhaps the mother spent a lot of time helping with the homework and didn't have enough time to make dinner or do the things she wanted to do that night. Then it becomes poor me, that martyr role, and the mother steps into the victim role. So be aware of this. Be aware of these triangles in your life and don't get sucked in. On your homework, as part of your homework, we have a link to a site where you can actually go and do an exercise. This exercise is a series of questions. So think in your mind of a drama triangle in your life, an unhealthy communication pattern you're wanting to change. Once you have that in your mind, go to that exercise and ask yourself those different questions, and that will help you move out or step out of that drama triangle. Drama triangles suck and take a lot of energy from people, and they also are very low frequency. So by helping yourself step out of those drama triangles in your life, you're going to have a happier, healthier life that's full of a lot more energy. So how can the drama triangle help us when we're working with clients? Well, of course, it's wonderful to help them recognize and to teach them about the drama triangle as you feel so inspired. But also we need to be careful as practitioners that we don't step into a drama triangle with our clients. For me, something that I really struggled with at first was being a rescuer. People come to me for help and I would want to rescue them. They were my victims, right? They were victims of their circumstances or of another person. But what happened was I would try and fix everything for them rather than allowing them to come up with their own solution and helping them to guide themselves to fix their own problems. So I was enabling rather than empowering, and I was creating a dependency. And at first it felt really good. These clients felt like they needed me. They had to come back and see me, and I had this false sense of I'm really important. I must be a really good practitioner because people need me. I've since realized that that is the sign of a poor practitioner when people say they need you. What you want to do is create people who are wanting to be empowered. You want to attract those people into your life, and you want to step out of that drama triangle. You don't want clients that need you. You want clients that want to come and see you because you help guide them and empower them. So what's an example of this? Well, say a client's having a problem in a relationship. If you validate, oh, poor you, oh man, wow, that's so hard, I can't believe that person's doing that to you, you're automatically validating them in their victim role, and you're also validating their thoughts of the other person being a persecutor. So if someone's having relationship problems, something you could say is, I can see you're really struggling with the emotions behind this. What's going on? Let's explore some of those emotions. And once you get into the emotions, you can follow the protocol with the law of suggestology, asking them simple questions about what is going on in their life, leading them to find the real source of those problems rather than trying to pawn them on to the persecutor or another person, so that you're really empowering them. At the end of the session, if you've had a healthy session with no drama triangle involved, that person should feel like they are empowered, like they've solved or have come up with some solutions to their problem. If you have stepped into the victim triangle, that person's going to leave feeling validated as the victim. Poor me. Oh, I can't believe that person's persecuting me. And they're going to want to come back to see you to complain some more. And after a while, that gets really old. So just recognize that you are not doing this in your own practice. I know that all of you have a wonderful desire to help other people and to really change lives. But be aware that the true way to help other people is through empowerment, not enablement. Have a great day.